Basically, my medals are Northern Ireland, Bosnia, Iraq, Queen's Golden Jubilee, a cumulative service, that means 3 years or more in operational theatre, and the long service and good conduct.
Now, in that time, have you and Buster been together as well?
Yes, we have quite a lot of the time. I was out in Iraq, in Northern Ireland, and obviously now back in the UK. So we spent quite a few nights together, whether it be during the war in Iraq or on the streets.
Currently stationed in Northern Ireland, Buster, a Springer Spaniel Army sniffer dog, is described by his handler Danny Morgan as just about the best sniffer dog.
From your point of view, I'm sure you'd be delighted if Buster was to be awarded Hero Dog of the Year.
Oh, it would be just such an honour. I mean, just when he was given the Dickey Medal, PDSA Dickey Medal, it was an honour. But to be voted, you know, especially by the public, for the public to actually go out their way to either text or vote. I mean, we've already had masses of letters sent from when he was out in Iraq. So the public really have got a load of the, you know, we are a nation of dog lovers, let's say. But for Buster himself, just to be nominated as one of the 6 hero dogs, again, is a great honour. So for him, if he walked away with the title, it would be fantastic, not just for Buster as a search dog, but for all the military working dogs that are constantly working throughout the world. He's not just done one act, you know, he's saved countless lives, both civilian and military, in operational, you know, duties all over the world, from Bosnia, you know, to Kosovo, to recently in Iraq. And I think, you know, he's not in his normal kennel at home or whatever, he's actually operational, living in the field like we do as soldiers, and still doing the job because he loves to do the job and please the handler.
Can you put numbers on how many people he's been responsible for saving?
Oh, I mean, you can't really put numbers on because you take one weapon off the street and 3,000 rounds of ammunition. You know, I mean, in one find in Iraq, you know, he saved, you know, there's like sort of 5,000-6,000 rounds. There was 10 grenades, kilos of cocaine, you know, loads of assault rifles. You think one rifle with 3,000 rounds, how many people could that kill? And yet he's done it time and time again in operational theatres all over the world.
Nice dog to be with as well, from your point of view.
He's a true gentleman. He's a little bit of a rascal, but he's a true gentleman. You know, when you're lying in bed at night and he's lying next to you, and you just turn over in bed, and the next thing he just nudges your hand or puts his face next to you, to say, look, hiya, Dad, just to let you know I'm here, you know. And which really, when we're sleeping under Land Rovers in Iraq in the sand, you know, and he just cuddles up to you and just it's a piece of home as well, isn't it? You know, it's not just a weapon, he actually cares for you and you care for him. The basic training for a search dog is 15 weeks. That's from a civil. All the pets, all the dogs we have in the military are usually 99% of them are unwanted pets. So they've come from homes that have split up, people that are elderly can't look after the dogs, divorce, whatever reason they need to give their dog up for, and we take them in between 1 and 3 years old. Normally they get, for a search dog, it's 15 weeks training, and then what they do, they come in with a handler and they do a further 15-week course together. So really the dog's already done the course, then the handler comes in. So they do 30 weeks together, but obviously it's like yourself, you know, your driving test, you pass your driving test day 1, you're a bit nervous, you're a bit dodgy on the road, however, you've passed the test. 10 years down the line, you're driving an articulated lorry down the motorway, reversing in and out of tight spots. But it's the same with the dog. He does his basic training, gets the required knowledge, skills and drills that he does, but the longer he's spent in the army, the more exercises, the more operational theatres he's been on, Bosnia, etc., and recently in Iraq, the more skill he gains as a dog, you know, and the more sort of robustness as a soldier would gain, he gains exactly the same. And dogs in the service, as I say, they have a good life, it's an active life, and a lot of the time, because they're unwanted pets, nobody really wants them, and the alternative obviously is the big kennel in the sky, let's say, and I think we try and, you know, we recruit from Dogs Home, Battersea, Wood Green Animal Shelter, the police, you know, anywhere really there is a dog that we can take.